This week I take not 1, but 8 flights on a turboprop across Queensland.
I am going to go have a quick look at the pub. It looks like rain out there.
This is the Rex Airlines Milk Run.
There you go. Good morning from Mount Isa Airport. Today I'm going to take a bucket list item, and that's the Rex Airlines milk run to Brisbane. 9 hours, 7 stops or something along the way. I couldn't check in online, it kept glitching out at the last minute, and every time I retried, the seat that I was trying to book was showing that it was full. So I don't know if it's a glitch or not, but I haven't checked in, and I'm hoping that I can get a window seat. Yeah, let's get on it.
The journey today starts from a very quiet Mount Isa airport.
First we need to go through the right door. Departures.
It's that early that the Rex Airline check-in desk isn't quite open yet.
7? Yeah. Thanks. No worry.
So Rex don't open their check-in until 7, which is 1 hour before the flight. And when you can't check in before, I get a little bit nervous. It'll all be good, but I like being sorted.
I tried to check it online, but it wouldn't let me. So good? Thanks.
Alright, I'm checked in. 4C. I'm pretty sure that's a window seat, but I'm not sure. But Rex, I've never been on their regional flights before. I have been on their 737, and I loved that. And I was really sad to see that that didn't work out for them, which is a shame because that's probably my favorite domestic flight. There's a lot of stuff going on with them at the moment. They might not even be around in another year. I hope that's not the case because we need airlines like this, and especially on this route going to all these little towns. I'm sure that the communities there need it. So I hope that all works out. But anyway, I wanted to take this. It's been on my bucket list for probably 5 years, so I'm gonna go grab a coffee because I've got 40 minutes left until I board and get this show on the road. It's also supposed to be very windy today, so let's hope that doesn't skew our plans.
Mount Isa Airport does have a little cafe, located airside, which gives me just enough time to have a coffee before my flight.
Seat number?
4C.
Figure out to go through.
This is our plane for the entire day, a Saab340, operated by Rex Airlines.
Hey, how are you today?
There's only 3 people on board at the moment. We'll see if that changes as we go along.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today and for your continued support in providing services to regional Australian communities. On behalf of Rex, it is my pleasure to welcome you on Flight 5661 to Boulia. Personnel electronic devices may continue to be used, provided flight mode is activated and they are held in your hand.
As we take off on our first of 8 flights today, we get a good look at the mine Mount Isa is famous for. This Saab340 is in a 2-1 configuration, my favourite. The seat itself is comfortable for the short flights most people take, but we'll see how that goes after 9 hours. Same goes for the legroom. There's the standard flight literature in the seat pocket, some air and a light above, and the fold-out table, which will soon be needed because they're bringing out complimentary coffee and a snack.
Right, flight number 1. This one's just 40 minutes, not like my other every capital city journey. This one's not so long, it's 40-minute hops. They brought around a coffee and a little
snack.
Our first flight of the day takes us just 49 minutes, taking us 150 kilometers south to Boulia.
We should be there on the ground in 10 minutes. We will be dropping off our passenger and then be on our way. But once again, we do thank you for flying Rex. Hope to see you again soon.
Boulia is a short stop. That short, in fact, they leave the engine running while we wait for the one passenger to deboard. You can see the wind starting to pick up now too.
Quick turnaround there, we're actually ahead of schedule. I wasn't sure if we'd stop everywhere. I don't know if people are getting on everywhere. One person got off there. There's only 2 people on the plane. The other guy is getting off at Charleville. So apparently the plane will be full or close to Quilpie. I think that's what it's called. But I don't know if we skip some stops if there's no one getting on. We just go there anyway just in case.
The second hop for the day takes us a further 155 kilometers south, or 42 minutes to Bedourie.
And to the few passengers that will try and make our way down to Birdsville. To put this fast, we'll just have a short break there. Rather lucky flying through to Bedourie and Birdsville, and Jade looking after the cab, I'm being trapped with Rex.
So apparently we're landing already here, which is like half an hour before schedule. When we land, it'll be half an hour before schedule. Pick up a couple of passengers, and then I think they're trying to pick up some time to have a longer break at Birdsville. I think Birdsville is the one place that I do want to get out and take a quick look around. The pub there is famous. They have the Birdsville races. I'd love it if we could stop for just a tiny bit.
It's another quick turnaround at Bedourie. The engine again left running.
If an evacuation is required, all cabin baggage must be left on board the aircraft.
Took off like 25 minutes early, so fingers crossed I can get some extra time at Birdsville. 4 people got on. So there's 5 people on the plane right now.
Birdsville is next, taking us just 25 minutes to head 186 kilometers south, just 10 kilometers shy of the South Australian border.
To Birdsville. Going there, it's close to 21 degrees, clear skies, just a little bit of breeze around off the north. Station speed there just after 10 o'clock. We'll just have a short break there, so you are welcome to start here, inside to the terminal. Come up to Jade and Lucky Lush, thanks for jumping Rex to Birdsville.
The wind has really picked up here, so I'll let you experience this landing in full. Once on the ground at Birdsville, the right engine finally gets a break, and we're all asked to disembark the aircraft and head into the terminal.
It's very, very windy. We're having a quick break here at Birdsville. Not long. I don't think I've got enough to go anywhere. It's really windy. I said it was going to be, it's going to pick up throughout the afternoon. Every landing we do is more squirrely than the last one. Just makes it more fun. I guess. If I can't go to the pub for a beer, someone's on their way over there. I don't think we've quite got that much time. Half an hour. I don't know. I am going to go have a quick look at the pub. It's just around the corner. I get a bit nervous leaving the plane and the airport, but it's literally a few minutes walk around the corner. It's closed. It's probably a good thing.
The pub may be closed, but I'm happy to be able to take a look from outside. I wasn't expecting to see this at all.
Gotta get back. As much as I want to check this place out, I don't want to be stuck here. It looks like rain out there. Stormy weather. I did see maybe it was coming later. Hopefully we can get out before that, because I think in Brisbane it's fine.
We're back on the plane, and with wind gusts showing 50 kilometers per hour, I'm sure the departure is going to be just as sporty as the landing.
There's 13 people on this leg. I think I'm the only one, or I am the only one doing it from Mount Isa to Brisbane. There's no power or anything on board. They get some snacks. I don't know what we're doing for lunch. It's okay for that, because like I said, most people don't go all the way. They just go for little legs, little hops. I've got my trusty power adapter to get me through. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a phone.
For this leg, we finally start heading eastbound, taking us 47 minutes to head 336 kilometers to Windora. And Windora is fitting, because this was an even Windora-y landing than the last one. Once on the ground, we're asked again to disembark the aircraft and head into the terminal. There's a little terminal building at Windora with some toilets and an empty vending machine. Now on paper this stop was our longest, but this isn't a lunch break.
Small little airport. We've got 20 minutes here. It says 45 on the flight log, but there's nothing here, so except for wind at Windora.
Operated in partnership with the Queensland State Government. My name is Jade, and today your flight is under the command of Captain James Boardman, and your first officer is Lachlan Webb. Shortly I'll be walking through the cabin to ensure that your hand luggage has been securely stowed either in the overhead locker or for heavier items, the foot of the seat in front of you.
Each leg of the milk run is treated like its own individual flight, with snacks, tea and coffee offered on each leg. But as tasty as the snacks are, they are the same for each leg.
So here we are, flight 5 of 8, up and down and up and down and up and down. I don't know how many people are on the flight now, like 15 or something. I think more are coming at the next stop. Quite a few flyers just got on. I brought snacks with me because I wasn't sure what would happen, but I'm starting to get a bit hungry. I thought at one of the stops there would have been a place to eat, or maybe they still might be. I've still got a little bit to go. It's only 1 o'clock and we get in at 5 o'clock this afternoon. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying the wind as well. I like these little planes in the wind. It's like a jet ski on the ocean. You feel every little rudder.
The hop to Quilpie today is 211 kilometres and takes us 34 minutes.
We are actually maintained your seatbelts securely fastened, so we should be there on the ground for 10 minutes. We'll be doing a quick turnaround, picking up some passengers and continue on our way. For those of you departing, thank you again and hope to see you next time. Thanks.
At Quilpie we were asked to stay on board. A lot of people got on here. In fact, I think we're a full flight now. This last leg takes us 36 minutes to head 197 kilometres to Charleville. But before landing we have to hold at the south for a little bit, for a charter flight that's parked in our spot. We do end up making quite a lot of time up on these hops, so even with this delay, we're still on time. Charleville Terminal is by far the most modern, and is that a cafe? I don't think I've ever been so excited. Do make sure you line up straight away though, because the line does get very long very quickly.
Hurrah! Food. Nice little cafe. Everyone's there. That's good. Little break. Plane is very full. Next up is the longest flight of the trip. I think like an hour and a half to Well Camp, which is in Toowoomba.
Now I was so focused on getting food here that I didn't really take a good look around. But there's little seating spaces all over. This is actually quite a nice airport.
We'll see if you're all good to board.
Thank you. Cheers. Sorry.
Our second flight of the day is our longest, taking us 1 hour and 14 minutes to travel 564 kilometres to Toowoomba's Well Camp. The full name of this airport is Toowoomba Brisbane West Well Camp Airport. I guess they try and pass it off as a second Brisbane airport, even though the other Toowoomba airport is actually closer to Brisbane than this airport.
Passengers continuing on to Brisbane, we ask that you remain seated during this brief turnaround.
Once on the ground in Toowoomba, we're again asked to stay on the plane. They have ground power here, so there's no need to keep the engine running.
Shortly I'll be walking through the cabin to ensure that your hand luggage has been securely stowed. Large electronic devices such as laptops must now be switched off and securely stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, due to the short flight time to Brisbane, the seatbelt sign will remain on for the duration of the flight.
The final flight for the day is to our destination, Brisbane, 130 kilometres to the west. The flight time is 51 minutes. By the way, this whole flight was purchased as a single ticket from Mount Isa to Brisbane, with the ticket costing me $577.11. The seat and legroom also held up well. Maybe that's because we got to get off and walk around, something you obviously can't usually do on a flight. One thing I noticed about this flight is that people seem to know others. It didn't matter where they got on, so I'm assuming this is a regular trip for many who take this flight. From my uneducated observation, it seemed like a lot were travelling to Brisbane for business. Or maybe they're just going to see the Broncos lose. Either way, it's quite obvious that these flights are needed out here. And not just for av geeks like me. I love my flights with Rex today. They're a great Aussie airline, and I really do hope they stick around for a long time to come.
Safe band baggage or orange tag baggage will be available for collection at the foot of the stairs.
We arrive into Brisbane International 10 minutes early, making my total journey time today 9 hours and 5 minutes.
Cheers, mate. Thanks. See ya.
Once off the plane, we're ushered into the terminal. Since this plane goes through small airports with little to no security, we're taken straight to airside. So if you're connecting to another flight, you will need to go back through security.
We made it to Brisbane, only 9.5 hours to take a journey that would have taken an hour. But I like that. It's something that you would only do as an av geek. You wouldn't just regularly jump on that all the way to Brisbane. And my ears are really starting to play up with the noise of that engine. Just 9 hours of the turboprop in my ear. Also the bumpiness, I said I like, but not for 7 or 8 takeoffs and landings. But what did you think of that? I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please remember to like and subscribe. It means a lot. Thanks for watching.
Ooh, look at that subscribe button there. Don't you just want to go and click it? Yeah, you know you do. And once you're done with that, why not check out one of these videos?